My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Hello everyone and welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 15 of the Imperium Surrectum campaign as Romans in Imperium Surrectum campaign for Rome Total War Remastered. And I think in this episode we are going to have some rather large battles, especially here in the north, and I think also in the south against Carthage. So we most certainly have quite a bit of fighting ahead of us.
We're besieged!
Okay, so it seems we are being pushed back quite heavily at the moment. So I think we need to take all the troops we can and as fast as we can, so that we could actually make a difference somewhere. But the situation on the northern front really is not looking good. At worst it might actually mean quite a setback for us. I'm actually considering that perhaps I should bring most of these forces to the northern front. Okay, so the big army has left. That's good. We might begin the siege of Verona, which with some luck will draw at least some of the enemies away.
Prepare for battle! Begin the siege! Besieging settlement, sir!
And well, that guy is a decent commander, but I don't think we will bring him to lead the army because he is even better general. And now we are facing the issues with public order once again. Of course, if we bring this guy to take charge of Mutina, that will protect him quite a bit. And I think we can even bring this unit of Principes to reinforce that army at least soon. And then we can bring these two units to join the army there. And let's send those guys towards Arretium. And these guys, I'm a bit afraid to let them move on their own there. And these guys will head to Rome. And let's make sure that Arretium is constantly providing us new troops. And let's check if we can produce some troops somewhere else in the front as well, but that's not the case. We could make those rather unqualified hoplites. Let's make a bit of those guys as well. And are we improving the infra attacking cavalry, but well, and perhaps we should make. Okay, so I guess we have dealt with the northern front, accepting the battles we are going to have. Oh, and of course, these mercenaries should be utilized in some meaningful way. Well, let's return to that a bit later. There are 2 armies already in here. And if we bring the general out, I doubt he's getting back in. Oh. Okay, so we can bring 5 more units there. And only units we can bring our missile cavalry. Well, let's bring at least those. And we could bring some these mercenaries. Let's see if they have enough movement. Yes, they do.
Yes, Captain. Sir.
Let's send this guy there
Ready to sail.
and the rest of the
Aye, Captain. Sir.
troops to the city, if we can do it.
Aye, Captain. Imperator. Aye, Captain. Sir. Aye, Captain. Yes,
Okay,
Captain.
and it's time to get off from there. And in Syracuse, the retraining is continuing.
Sir.
Can we actually... Okay, so we can bring this Hastati there to be retrained. But the Principes cannot be retrained, and of course the Velites from there. And perhaps we should bring some additional troops. Okay. A bit by bit.
Sir. Sir. General.
And I'm a bit afraid that we will have soon a Carthaginian army knocking on our doorstep on this island as well.
Sir.
So where we can train those hoplite guys. We should have some place on this island. But apparently that's not the case. What about here? No. In consensus, I guess. But it's quite a long journey to bring them there. But I think it eventually is worth it. Okay, and we really don't have much funds to do any investments, but I think as there are decisive moments going on in this front, we need to focus in here. Okay, so about these mercenaries. Oh.
Imperative orders.
I think I need to collect the troops into rather one big army with which to eventually deal with the opposition there. I think there is practically no other way. And I think that this settlement needs to be, well, abandoned is not a nice word, but I think we need to pull the majority of troops back from there. Because now we can move in to help the troops in here, rather this settlement. And I hope these troops together are enough to drive the enemy off from there. Okay, so the situation has gotten quite a bit more perilous than at least I bargained for. Let's see what will happen. Oh, and by the way, about the length of this campaign, I think finishing this would take something like... okay, good, the siege has been lifted. And Slovian swordsmen. We retreat. Okay, that wasn't a good idea. So, about the length of the campaign, I think it could take something like 100 episodes to finish this properly. And I think that's a bit too much. So, I'm considering if I will set an objective for the campaign, for example, conquering Carthage and those couple of neighboring provinces and securing northern Italy, and perhaps making some land grab in Greece, or then perhaps quitting this campaign after 20 episodes. Because I think otherwise it will just take too long to play it. I have some other campaigns and other games in mind as well to play, and practically not to spend the whole year doing this one campaign. Perhaps you could say that I'm a bit too old for that kind of grind.
I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
Units, move! Wait for my order!
Okay, so
Quick missiles! At the double!
could we get these guys to hide? Okay, we could, but maybe we... perhaps we actually should.
Units, move! Move! Run!
So we want the enemy to engage this infantry line, and then we want to hit them in the back with those spears. Especially that general unit. And in the hindsight, it would have been better to fight the initial battle as well, instead of retreating, because we could have at least replenished our javelins for the velites. At least they are taking some damage. Okay. So the armor of these guys is nothing too great. And let's bring in the javelins. Oh. Are these actually... okay. So if they are pursuing the velites, we might give them a merry chase and at the same time take care of these guys. And if we actually run faster than this heavy infantry, we might be able to reach this area more quickly than that enemy general unit and even pull a couple of throws there. And of course here it's important to make sure that this time around we don't accidentally lose our general in this charge. Okay, good. Swordsman broke already. Nice. And perhaps we get a free shot. Oh, that was rather a long throw there. Okay, so 2 units dealt with, 1 to go, and we still have the majority of those velites in line. Let's orient a bit differently. Those guys are already winded, which is some great news for us. And are they pulling back? That cannot be allowed. Are they chasing the general? Okay, not good. Okay, and it's fire at will, and yes, we can for once get a rather close image of missiles hitting the enemies. And actually, it seems these guys are rather well armored. But I think in the end these missiles in the back and our bigger numbers should be enough to win the battle. Okay. And let's hope this charge will do at least something. Okay, good. And I think we'll leave no survivors here.
Kill them!
favored you. The enemy are destroyed.
Actually, that last unit caused quite heavy casualties to us. Okay, that's some good news. Okay, so they are moving out from the city, and I cannot see from which side the reinforcements are coming. I think we will try to take out the initial army. The reinforcements will be coming from the left a bit, and then we will pull back.
Hold the line! Stay with me!
Okay, and since we are sieging, they are actually coming out, so let's move forward rather quickly. We could actually try to grab the settlement. Of course, we need to be cautious with that reinforcing enemy army. Okay, archers, I think we will just move to engage. And we need to protect our right flank as well as the left one. Okay, those archers are taking a beating. Sword warband. And the first cavalry unit is actually already here. And actually, we need to take care of these troops here before the enemy reinforcements reach us, or otherwise we are pretty much doomed. General is strong. Let's try to get into this side. And actually, okay, so at least some of the reinforcements are pulling back because we are within the city. Then again, our velites are being taken care of. And we have now this. What's the best unit to move to engage these guys? Okay, those swordsmen are breaking. And we most definitely don't want them to fight to death. And if we just could take down the enemy general, it would be so nice. Okay, good. Good.
Fear makes a home in our enemies' hearts.
So perhaps we could be able to make some kind of... Actually, we don't have time. More the possibility to make a concave in here. So we just have to hit them and hope that's enough. Of course, another possibility is to just pull back. And it seems our cavalry is having some difficulties moving in here. Perhaps we should just pull back. And we should have done this at the beginning of the battle, because, well, and now we just have to break, hope that the units will break sooner rather than later. A rather decisive defeat. Of course, we can replenish the troops quite well, but well, you can see the numbers there.
Roman honor is intact, but our
Yeah.
Roman glory.
That army is going to need quite a few replenishments.
Retreat! Lift the siege!
Well, at least they withdrew in the right direction. So, I'm not certain if it's the quality of the AI, or rather, could it be called disquality of my gameplay that's... Where is this? That we are having these difficulties at the moment. Okay, Bolsini. Good. Fresh generals to the field.
Orders! Orders!
Okay, so these guys to Arretium. And these guys to Rome. And for once, a decent amount of reinforcements coming in. And I think this time I just have to be patient and just get those troops for a full army to Mutina. So I can start to do something reasonable.
General!
And where did I send the mercenaries? Oh, they are here. Yeah. Some other mercenaries here and actually a bit better general. So he can take charge of our troops, and this guy can go to govern Brixia.
Sir! Sir!
think Mediolanum will be lost rather soon, but we just need to collect the troops so that we can make something happen.
General. Not possible, sir. Sold out. General. General.
And now from Rome, let's have some reinforcements moving. And this might actually be good, and this as well.
Imperator. Orders.
Okay, so this area is converting a bit by bit. Perhaps we should start to make recruitment capabilities there. This area is still firmly Celtic, and there is not too much we can do about it. At least this with this financial situation. And south here, Carthaginians are not attacking. That's at least some good news.
Aye, Captain.
I don't like that the way that in Rome you cannot merge two fleets. If the fleet to be merged has lower ranked admiral, I think that's just plain stupid. Why cannot it kind of take command of the whole fleet then? Okay, so these regions are beginning to convert rather nicely, or at least some of them are. And some of them are not. But perhaps a bit by bit, as we are gaining more and more influence in the area. For example, here we could kind of lead the way. So, actually we haven't had those bigger battles yet, but let's see what will happen.
We would prefer...
I don't think so.
Until next time.
Oh, okay. I guess they have some troops to back up their threat. So the siege of Mediolanum has been lifted. Okay, good.
We're under siege.
We might still have some chances to keep the areas in the north that we are currently holding. Okay, good. New general in this area.
Forward.
And Tarentum is growing. Let's make Governor's Palace there. And we could actually convert its culture at least at some point. So now the question is, should we bring these troops back? Or at least most of them from Mediolano. I think that's the safe way to go. Perhaps we can send some poor quality units to maintain public order there. And perhaps we should send this guy to take charge of Bononia. And send this guy somewhere else. For example, to Atria or Atria. And then let's have our general and the most of the troops. And so much for my patience, waiting for all the troops to gather in Mutina. But more of them are trickling in all the time. And I think we soon have the situation that we cannot maintain all the troops we have. But let's try to get all of them to the front, so they can earn their upkeep. I think once again we have done what we can in the northern front. Perhaps this unit should be sent to reinforce this army. And our troops are growing bit by bit. And I think we will send this guy to join the army, so we can have a governor at some point. And actually this guy seems to be rather decent general as well, so let's send him to join the forces there, and that guy can lead the garrison in Batavium. And let's check the situation in the south. Oh, 3 armies.
6,000 spears.
And it seems the whole Carthaginian family. Someone might get worried at that point, but I guess we will rely on our troops to defend the settlement. And we cannot do too much here, except to hope that they will be Italianized rather soon.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
No nasty surprises from the Greek cities or from the Greeks. That Camparina is actually problematic. It has rather a huge garrison and it's struggling with the public order all the time. Okay, so the Massilians are trying to carve out territory from our heartlands. And once again Mediolanum is besieged, but we managed to get the majority of quality troops out from there.
We're besieged!
And Brixia, the siege has been lifted. Okay, not 4th army here. Of course, if we had strong enough fleets to take care of... Okay, there is that 4th army. And actually 5th army. So basically, perhaps we should just hop in a fleet here and then just rampage there and leave this city to the Carthaginians, of course. If we can keep this, we can inflict quite heavy casualties on them. So let's see what will happen there. I think we will try to hold it, at least for now. And our kind of garrison army is coming closer. Here is this rather large enemy army. I think we have enough strength
Attack!
to begin the siege of Verona, and we can actually catch quite a nice part of the enemy troops there, if our siege is successful.
Sir!
And we could send 3 more units there.
Orders! Move out!
And let's start gathering an army on the left flank. As well, I think these troops should be more than adequate to handle things in the Eastern Front.
Forward!
And so much for our money. And yeah, let's send in some of the mercenaries. Because next turn we will take Verona, and after that we will move after the rest of the enemy settlements. And actually, didn't we have a diplomat somewhere around here? Perhaps he could do some scouting to see if there are.
I shall speak with them at once.
Could we trade?
A most generous
Okay,
proposal.
nice.
Without delay.
So if these Insubris have some other settlements that we are not aware of. In Syracuse, can we train Principes? Oh. So we can train Triari, Principes, Equites, Hastati Velites. Nice. Finally. This is starting to look better and better. When we have money, that is. And yeah, I guess it's time to finish the turn and see what the Insubris are up to. Okay, those Epirus guys are heading back to Greece. Let's hope them a rather slow journey. I guess we cannot do anything to keep the settlement there. Okay, so I promised you guys a big battle, and now I think we are going to have one. Of course, another question is, do we want to fight it? And that's a good question. Of course, we have a better general. They can have quite a lot of cavalry. Quite a few generals. Quite a few mercenaries. Celtic spearmen. I think we will pull back.
Retreat! Break
So
up!
that perhaps they will attack on their own, as is the case, and we don't need to deal with their reinforcements. Good. And are they actually making a night battle here? Which of course is good for us. Okay, so to the big battle of the episode.
They stand alone!
Okay,
No
so
friend has come to this place
they
to die for them!
need to attack, and since this is such a large battle, I think I need to leave at least some troops in reserve. The terrain here offers us practically no advantage, so it needs to be the kind of basic trying to engage the enemy main battle line and then circle around with the missile troops. Of course, the problem is that the enemy has quite a lot of more cavalry than we do.
Units! Move! Infantry!
So protecting the flanks is rather essential. And it might actually mean that these guys need to stay in position here.
General! Move! Hurry!
Strength and honor.
And let's hope their cavalry will make some rather rash engagements. So there is big general. And of course taking him down will be quite important. Good for those guys to come close. Try to wipe that cavalry unit out. Okay. Actually, it went rather nicely. Good. And this flank is in trouble. Perhaps we could hit that bodyguard to break it. There is one bodyguard left as a reserve. Now the infantry is moving in to engage. Actually, I don't think these guys I want to attack with them. And let's keep the 3 areas reserved there still. Still have some cards to play, so I think we could start moving those missile units to the flank. this might be a bit risky, but I think I will do it nonetheless. Okay, yeah, it was a bit too risky. Let's see if we could take care of that. Okay, we could not. Okay, good. That bodyguard is fleeing. And that Celtic cavalry is fleeing. Are we actually hitting any of those that need to be hit? And let's try to chase at least some of those enemy missile units away. Okay, so something is starting to happen on this side. Excellent. It seems the enemy lines are beginning to crumble.
The enemy king runs from the battle. Will his men follow, or have they more backbone?
Okay, we don't actually want to go there. Okay, good.
This will surely make his followers waver.
And I think this will bring quite a bit of troubles for these insurrects. good.
Wipe them out.
Be praised.
And then let's
Enemies' hearts are full
just
of fear, and now they flee.
clean up a bit. And of course, every unit we take down is one unit less we need to fight against at some later time. Especially as we most likely will resume the siege. So,
The day is ours.
this was actually really nice battle.
Victory!
Okay, so, nice. And a worthy life ends. Okay, diplomat. A new general in Asculum. To the front. Welcome to the family.
Onward! Onward!
Okay, so I think these guys will take Stalia. Let's hope we can stop them somewhere nearby. Perhaps Apua will be a good place for that battle.
Onward!
And let's just hope that we can bring in enough troops so that we can deal with the enemy there. And in Rome, I think we want... Oh, actually retraining is relatively cheap. I think we want to have that temple there. And now... Perhaps we will decide next turn what to do in here. What to do with the victory. And actually we can reinforce from Akerai and from Brixia as well. And let's see about still the same concentration of armies around here. Well, if they like, who am I to tell them not to?
General, Imperator! Imperator! Orders?
And
General! Sir! Orders?
in Syracuse, when we have the money,
Sir! Forward!
we can retrain quite a bit of our troops. But that's when we have the money.
General!
Let's actually combine these. Oh,
Sir! Sir! General!
okay, so these guys are mercenaries. Let's get rid of them.
Imperator!
And I guess next turn we are going to have quite a few troops coming to be retrained. Oh, and we have these troops here. That's some excellent news. Shouldn't we have a general somewhere nearby as well? I think with these troops, these two armies, we will be able to achieve quite a bit in this area. Okay, but I think we will need cavalry rather soon. But In any case, I think this is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, give advice, ask questions and so on. Have a great rest of the day.
May the force be with you.
QualityOldGames out.